What's up everyone, Sinful here. Welcome back. Today, we're talking about one of the most important and most overlooked skills in OpenFront, alliances. This 15-player Titan free-for-all playing in the background was won by using this exact alliance strategy I'm about to explain. As you watch, pay close attention to who I ally with and when I make those alliances. Every alliance has a purpose, and each one sets up my next attack or protects me while I expand elsewhere. By the end of the game, you'll see how making the right alliances at the right time can completely change the outcome of a match. Today I'm going to explain why the best OpenFront players don't just make alliances, they make the right alliances. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when to ally, who to ally with, and when it's better to stay enemies. Most new players think alliances are just a way to avoid getting attacked. But that's only one part of it. A well-timed alliance secures your borders, lets you focus on one opponent at a time, and creates opportunities to eliminate stronger players. So let's jump right into it. Don't rush into alliances. One of the biggest mistakes I see is players sending alliance requests to everyone around them. Every alliance comes with a cost. It limits who you can attack, and the wrong alliance can end up protecting a player who becomes your biggest rival later in the game. Early on, be selective. Every alliance should improve your position. The best time to start making alliances is after you've secured your own position. Get your early expansion done, build your economy, and then start evaluating the players around you. The first thing I look at is how nearby players expanded. If someone's constantly oversending their troops and leaving themselves weak, they're usually better kept as an enemy. Players who can't manage their troop count effectively usually become easy targets later in the game. Next, compare each player's maximum troop count to your own. If someone's maintained a much higher troop count than you, they're probably managing their economy well and could become a serious threat later. Those are the players you should respect. Now look at what everyone's doing. If a player's already fighting someone else, that's often the perfect time to offer them an alliance. They're already committed to another war, so they're usually happy to secure one border while they focus on their current fight. At the same time, it makes you much less likely to become their next target. Another thing I always check is who has alliances with who already. You can easily see this by looking at the border colors or clicking the info button on a player to see who they're allied with. If one nearby player has no alliances while everyone else around them does, that's usually a warning sign. There's a good chance multiple players are about to attack them. Instead of protecting them with an alliance, it's often much smarter to join in and take advantage of the opportunity. You should also pay attention to where players have built their cities. If someone's cities are far away from your border, they usually make great allies because taking their land won't strengthen your position very much, very fast. Instead, focus on players whose cities are close to you. Capturing nearby cities immediately improves your economy and is much easier to defend than overextending deep into someone else's territory. Also, consider which direction they're expanding. Players expanding away from you are usually much better alliance candidates than players expanding directly toward you. Finally, if you've already chosen your next target, try to ally the players on the opposite side of them before attacking. That way, once you've won the fight and your troop count is dropped, they're much less likely to immediately push into your newly captured territory while you're recovering. Every alliance should accomplish one of three things: secure a border, remove a threat, or create an opportunity to eliminate another player. If it isn't doing one of those things, you probably don't need it. Fight one war at a time. Without alliances, every attack leaves you exposed. As soon as your troop count drops, another neighbor can punish you. The right alliances remove those extra threats. Instead of worrying about defending in every direction, you can commit your full army to one fight, win it faster, and recover before moving on to the next. Winning one war at a time is much easier than fighting everyone at once. Strong players make strong allies. Another mistake beginners make is accepting alliance requests from the weakest players simply because they asked first. Weak allies usually can't help you when things go wrong. Strong allies are much more valuable because they discourage attacks simply by existing. Other players know that attacking you could mean fighting both of you. Sometimes, that threat alone is enough to keep your borders safe. Know when to say no. Not every alliance is worth accepting. If accepting an alliance blocks your best expansion route, text the strongest player on the map, or puts you in a worse position, don't be afraid to decline. Good diplomacy isn't about having the most allies. It's about having the right allies. Understanding alliance timing. Another mechanic new players often overlook is alliance timing. Alliances last 5 minutes. Once that timer expires, both players decide whether or not to renew or go their separate ways. You can break an alliance early, but doing so gives you a betrayal debuff. That debuff makes you a very attractive target because everyone on the map knows you've just betrayed someone. Other players may see that as the perfect opportunity to attack you while you're distracted or vulnerable. Because of that, it's usually much smarter to let an alliance expire naturally instead of breaking it early. And don't feel like you have to renew every alliance. An alliance there is to help you accomplish a goal. Maybe it protected your border while you eliminated another player. Maybe it gave you time to build your economy. Once that goal's been achieved, reassess the map. If your former ally is now the weakest player nearby, or they control cities you need for your next expansion, it's completely okay to let the alliance expire and make them your next target. The best players don't keep alliances forever. There is only one winner. They use them while they're valuable, then move on when the situation changes. Remember, alliances are temporary. Your strategy shouldn't be. Final thoughts. The next time someone sends you an alliance request, don't automatically hit accept. Ask yourself, does this secure an important border? Does it let me focus somewhere else? Is this player actually a valuable ally? Does this make me stronger than I was a minute ago? If the answer is yes, it's probably a great alliance. If not, don't be afraid to wait. Great OpenFront players don't make alliances because they're available. They make alliances because they support a winning strategy. If this guide helped you out, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more OpenFront strategy guides, and let me know down in the comments what topic you'd like for me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.